Hey, standing here behind me is a hybrid willow tree. Actually, I should say our hybrid willow trees that we planted 3 years ago. Look at how tall these things are. This is probably one of the most underrated trees that you could plant. And I'm gonna tell you why you should get some planted yourself. Hey, so come here real quick. Let me just show you how amazing these trees are at rooting. Okay, this branch, I pruned it off of one of these trees over here, and it fell on accident in the water. And I came back later because I was like, you know what? I bet you this thing is rooting. And sure enough, if you look closely here, all these little white buds that are popping out of the sides of the tree, those are all roots that are emerging from the stems. So I could literally take this thing, cut it here, stick it in the ground, and it would start growing. One of the great things about these hybrid willows, or even just willows in general, native willows, is that they grow fast, right? But they're also going to create shade for you very quickly. Most trees take 5, 10, 15, 20, maybe more years to get to where they can create shade. Look at how fast they've grown, even in clay soil. This is clay soil back here, guys. And this is gonna create nice evening shade for my garden over here. When it's super hot in the summer and the garden is really struggling, these trees are going to give a lot of relief to these plants. Another thing you can do is when you do your dormant pruning for your willow trees, you can take the branches and you can make garden stakes out of them, or garden trellises. All I'm doing here is removing these side branches just so that I have a nice rod. Look, it could even be a good walking stick. All right, another thing that's great about the willow is that it's going to create nice protection as well as shade for your chickens and your livestock. So these trees here are about 2 years old now. I've cut about a quarter of the trees off during the dormant season just to get them to bush out more and become more shrub-like. Just to give you an example, this right here, this tree was planted at around the same time as these. And keep in mind that the willows that I planted were from small cuttings. This was a tree that was already probably about this, this big. And I mean, look at how much longer it's taking for this tree to grow compared to these willows. These willows have just taken over. And so here's another one over here. Like this is a cedar elm. It's doing really good, but I mean, look at the difference in height and just overall mass of the tree. So if you're like me and you're not patient and you don't want to wait for years and years for your tree to get large, you've got to get you some willows. I promise you it's worth it. All right, another thing that's really cool about willows is that they're one of the first trees to flower, okay? And the bees love them. These, you can't really see it, but they become a yellowy flower. I'll show you a clip here on the screen. And the fragrance is really nice. Having these trees right here is great protection for the chickens, okay? It's gonna help them feel calm and safe, which is gonna help them lay better and just be less stressed. And I mean, guys, just the fact that they're beautiful should be enough for you to want to plant one of these things. Before we start planting the willow cuttings, I want you to understand that you don't want to plant it anywhere near foundation or pipes because the roots are very aggressive. All right, so I want to show you the ideal size for if you're doing cuttings. I like to do about an inch as far as diameter on the branch. You can even do ½ inch. It's not a big deal. You don't have to over stress about it, but like this branch right here is really good. I'm actually going to come and make a cut here, and I'll show you. I want to do about 10 inches for the cutting sizes, roughly. And right here we've got the bud. It's facing up and out this way. We're going to cut that same angle, about a ½ inch above that. And then let me show you again. So this branch here, you can get several cuttings out of. You can put this one next to it to kind of get an idea. So here's my bud at the very top. Just going to cut right above that, about a ½ inch. We're just removing any of these extra branches. We want the cuttings to focus on root development and not on leafing out. So these are ideal, what you want them to look like. We can also leave part of the leaves on this one. I can show you it'll still work. Like you can even do this. It'd be fine. You just stick it straight in the ground, or you can start them in water, which is what I've been doing for years. It's actually how I got these started right here behind me. was I just stuck them in a jar of water, and they'll root out within like half a week, a few days. And actually, you really don't want to let them root out too long. When they first start budding out, you see those little white dots. That's what you want. You don't want to have a ton of roots on them. You can still plant them that way, but they're going to have a little more stress, transplant stress. So not only can you put cuttings in water in a jar like I was showing you, but you can also take the leaves off of this branch we cut down for some cuttings earlier. We're going to take those and we're going to cut it up into small pieces like this and drop it into a bucket of water. This is going to create a nice liquid rooting hormone for anything you need. You could use it to help start young plants in your garden out really nicely, to give them a good boost, to help them root out nice. So we can let this sit for weeks, months, and use this throughout the growing season. I wanted to show you just an example. So we've got some, these right here are fig cuttings that I took off of a tree out here. We stick them in the water like this. With just this cutting of willow is in here for just the purpose of helping these cuttings root. Willows have high levels of naturally occurring root hormone. I'll put the name here on the screen because I cannot pronounce it. It's hard to pronounce. But look, I wanted to show you a couple plants that we started out like this with that in the rooting hormone of the willow. Like this right here is a fig, and look how beautiful and how well it's doing. This right here is a dwarf everbearing mulberry tree that's already starting to leaf out real nice. All right, so right here in my hands, I've got hybrid willow cuttings and I've got native willow cuttings. I wanted you to see the difference. See, these are kind of more of almost like an army green. These are a brighter green, like a sage or whatever you want to call it. Now, when you go to plant these buds, you'll see them, they're kind of going up, right? We want to keep those buds facing upward. But if you happen to not do it correctly, I wanted to show you that it's going to be okay. These buds are actually facing down. When I rooted this out, I accidentally put it facing down. So the buds are going down, but guess what? You got roots on here, and this tree is going to grow no matter what, I promise you. All right, so we're just finding a spot here in the yard. This has a lot of clay. Guess what? They're still gonna grow in it. All right, so whenever we're digging the hole, we're trying to make good edges. That way when the roots do come out, they'll hit that and go into the soil instead of do circles. We don't want them to do circles and get root bound. When we go to plant the cutting, we want 3/4 of that cutting to be covered with soil. I actually went a little bit deeper. I want to create kind of a basin here, like a bowl. So when I water, it's going to hold that water real nicely. And the good thing about this clay retains moisture really well. And it's actually nice for getting these things started. So now we're just going to bury it in. Like I was saying, 3/4 of the way up. Just like so. That's perfect right there. And then now we're going to water it. I'm going to show you how this little hole is going to catch the water and not allow it to run off. That's what we want right there. So once you water, you can see there's air pockets coming up. Once this drains all the way through, we're going to water it again. And you just want to make sure you keep this nice and wet. Water it every single day until it gets established. I hope that by now you're considering planting some hybrid willows or native willows. They're amazing trees. And if you already got some planted yourself, let me know in the comments section. Let me know what varieties you use and what you prefer. God bless y'all. In Jesus' name, see you in the next one. Bye-bye. All right, race you to the end of the willow patch. Keep up with the